Hello Dub Nation, it's always a thrill to connect with you, especially as we're about to reveal the latest news that could shape the fate of our beloved Golden State Warriors. But before we dive into this whirlwind of information, let me make a friendly request. Show us some love by clicking the like button to strengthen our bond, and hey, if you are not subscribed yet, join our channel for a thrilling and emotional journey. Don't forget to turn on notifications to stay ahead of the game.
Stephen Curry's historic masterpiece. 52 points lead Warriors to crucial victory over Grizzlies. In a dazzling display of skill and determination, Stephen Curry lit up the scoreboard with 52 points, including an incredible 12 three-pointers, guiding the Warriors to a pivotal 134-125 win against the Grizzlies in Memphis on Tuesday night. This performance not only showcased his scoring prowess but also highlighted his all-around game. He grabbed 10 rebounds, dished out 8 assists, and snagged 5 steals. Remarkably, Curry becomes the second player in NBA history to score 50 points while achieving these additional milestones. This game was more than just another win. It was a key battle in the Western Conference, helping the Warriors leapfrog the Grizzlies into 5th place in the standings. The victory also secured a crucial tiebreaker, as the Warriors clinched the season series against Memphis 3-1. Curry's explosive start. Curry set the tone early, hitting his first 5 field goal attempts, including 4 three-pointers, as he exploded for 19 points in the first quarter, his highest-scoring quarter of the season. By halftime, he had already amassed 32 points and 8 threes, putting him in elite company. With this performance, he tied LeBron James for the third most 30-point games, 19, since play-by-play data began in 1997-98. Making history. In the third quarter, Curry scored 9 consecutive points, surpassing Jerry West on the all-time scoring list to claim 25th place. He also broke West's record for the second most 50-point games in franchise history, 15, trailing only the legendary Wilt Chamberlain, 105. At 37, Curry holds the record for the most 50-point games after turning 35-5, and stands alongside James as the only players with multiple such games. A triple-double from Green. Draymond Green also shone, notching his first triple-double of the season with 13 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. Recently named Western Conference Defensive Player of the Month, Green added 2 steals and a block, proving his invaluable contribution to the team. Resilient performance from Butler. Jimmy Butler III played a grueling 38 minutes, even battling through a tough ankle injury in the third quarter. He contributed significantly with 27 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals, going a perfect 12-4-12 from the free throw line. His efforts helped the Warriors maintain their flawless free throw shooting, finishing 28-4-28 as a team. Looking ahead. Next up, the Warriors head to Los Angeles for another crucial game in the Western Conference race, facing off against the Lakers on Thursday. With the momentum on their side, this promises to be another thrilling matchup. As the Warriors gear up for their showdown with the Lakers, the stakes couldn't be higher. With playoff positioning hanging in the balance, every game is crucial. Curry's performance not only elevates his status, but also inspires his teammates to rise to the occasion. His ability to score in bunches ignites the Warriors' offense and reinforces their reputation as one of the most formidable teams in the league. Impact on playoff dynamics. Curry's historic night sends a strong message to the Western Conference. The Warriors are not to be underestimated. As they inch closer to the playoffs, this victory against Memphis not only boosts their confidence but also solidifies their defensive capabilities, particularly with Green leading the charge. His recent accolade as Defensive Player of the Month underscores his importance on both ends of the court, making him a key player in the upcoming playoff battles. The rivalry with the Grizzlies has intensified, and this victory might have implications for their postseason encounters. Memphis, feeling the sting of this loss, will likely regroup and come back stronger, setting the stage for a thrilling playoff series if both teams qualify. The stakes have never been higher, and the intensity is palpable. Curry's legacy. Curry's continued excellence at 37 years old raises intriguing questions about his legacy. With every 50-point game, he not only etches his name further into the history books but also solidifies his position as one of the greatest shooters and scorers in the game. Basketball analysts and fans alike are beginning to draw comparisons between him and the legends of the game, pondering whether he can extend this remarkable level of play into the playoffs and beyond. Looking ahead to the Lakers. As the Warriors prepare to face the Lakers, they will need to carry this momentum into what promises to be a fiercely competitive matchup. The Lakers, led by LeBron James and Anthony Davis, are themselves vying for playoff positioning and will not make it easy for the Warriors. The atmosphere in Los Angeles will be electric, as fans anticipate a showdown between two of the league's most storied franchises. The outcome of this game could very well shape the narrative for the rest of the season. A win would not only bolster the Warriors' confidence, but also provide a psychological edge heading into the playoffs. Conversely, a loss could raise questions about their consistency and readiness for the postseason. Community and fan reactions. Back in the Bay Area, the excitement is palpable. Fans are buzzing about Curry's performance, with social media alight with highlights and discussions about his greatness. Local sports talk shows are dedicating segments to dissect his game and what it means for the Warriors' championship aspirations. The community support is unwavering, and the enthusiasm surrounding the team continues to grow. As the season reaches its climax, all eyes will be on the Warriors. With Curry at the helm and a cohesive team effort, they are poised to make a deep playoff run. The narrative is set, and the stage is ready. Can they deliver when it matters most? Steph Curry scores 52, surpassing Ja Morant and leading Warriors to crucial victory against Grizzlies. What a night! The Golden State Warriors found themselves at a pivotal moment in the NBA season, where every game can shift playoff standings. On Tuesday, they faced off against their longtime rivals, the Memphis Grizzlies, in a must-win matchup. Entering the game, the Warriors were sitting in 6th place, just half a game behind 5th and half a game ahead of the 7th and 8th spots. The stakes couldn't have been higher, especially since the Grizzlies were right in front of them at 5th. A win would propel the Warriors into that coveted 5th spot. A loss could drop them to 7th, or even 8th if the Timberwolves won their game. With everything on the line, Tuesday's matchup quickly became one of the most thrilling games of the year, and the Warriors delivered, edging out the Grizzlies 134-125 in a nail-biter that showcased the intensity of playoff basketball. There was a mix of hope and concern as the game began. On one hand, the Grizzlies had been struggling, losing 6 of their last 7 games, and had recently fired their head coach. On the other, Memphis always treats games against Golden State like a personal vendetta, having handed the Warriors a devastating 51-point loss in their last meeting at the FedEx Forum. From the opening tip, both teams came out swinging, knowing what was at stake. The Warriors, however, found a rhythm early on. Draymond Green ignited the offense, but it was Steph Curry who truly took charge. With 3 consecutive three-pointers, he gave the Warriors a 22-14 lead, forcing the Grizzlies to call a timeout. Before long, Golden State's lead swelled to 17 points, showcasing their explosive ball movement against Memphis's more isolation-focused style. Despite a dip in energy when Curry took a breather, he returned just in time to close out the highest-scoring first quarter of the season for the Warriors, ending it with 19 points. They led 45-32, signaling that they meant business. But Memphis wasn't about to roll over. Fueled by a passionate home crowd, they started the second quarter with a surge, with Ja Morant stepping up to the challenge. Yet, the Warriors remained resilient, continuing to move the ball well. Curry's first-half performance was nothing short of spectacular, 32 points on 11 of 16 shooting, including 8 three-pointers. As the second half began, Memphis clawed back, briefly taking the lead. But Golden State responded with determination, and Curry began to flirt with breaking Klay Thompson's record for most three-pointers in a game. The back-and-forth continued, each team refusing to give an inch. With the game tied at 103 going into the final quarter, it was clear that the last 12 minutes would be crucial. The teams traded baskets, with Curry back on the floor and poised to take control. A deep three from Curry gave him 50 points and put the Warriors back in the lead with just under 3 minutes left. In the dying moments, the Warriors showcased their experience. Curry missed a three-pointer, but Brandon Podziemski soared for the tip-in, extending the lead to 5. A crucial turnover by Morant and a 3 from Moses Moody sealed the deal, giving the Warriors an 8-point cushion with just 40 seconds remaining. Curry capped off his incredible night with 52 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 steals, and a block, shooting an impressive 16 of 31 from the field and 12 of 20 from beyond the arc. Jimmy Butler also shone brightly with 27 points and a perfect performance from the free throw line. Draymond Green notched a triple-double, contributing 13 points, 10 rebounds, and 12 assists. It was a night for the stars, with Morant scoring 36 for the Grizzlies and Jackson adding 22. But in the end, it was the Warriors who emerged victorious, solidifying their position for an exciting matchup against the Los Angeles Lakers on Thursday. What a night for Golden State! With the victory, the Warriors not only secured their fifth-place standing, but also gained vital momentum heading into the final stretch of the season. The win against the Grizzlies was more than just a score, it was a statement. Golden State demonstrated resilience and determination, especially after facing the pressure of a competitive playoff race. Curry's performance was nothing short of legendary, and it sent ripples throughout the league. Fans and analysts alike buzzed about his ability to elevate his game when it mattered most. Social media erupted with highlights of his stunning three-pointers and acrobatic plays, with many declaring this performance as one of the best of his storied career. The chatter around Curry's potential to break records only intensified, with discussions of his pursuit of Thompson's three-point record becoming a hot topic. Moreover, the implications of this win extended beyond the Warriors. The Grizzlies, who had hoped to solidify their playoff positioning, now faced mounting pressure. Their recent struggles raised questions about their playoff viability and whether they could regroup in time for the postseason. Speculation about their coaching situation and team dynamics began to swirl, as pundits questioned if they could bounce back from this disappointing loss. The rivalry between the Warriors and Grizzlies also reignited old tensions. Players from both teams exchanged heated words on the court, showcasing the fierce competitive spirit that defines their matchups. This victory could serve as a psychological edge for Golden State as they prepare for potential future encounters in the playoffs. Looking ahead, the Warriors' upcoming game against the Los Angeles Lakers looms large. It promises to be a high-stakes clash, with both teams eyeing playoff positioning. Curry's performance against Memphis has set the stage for what could be another electrifying showdown, and fans are eagerly anticipating how he and the Warriors will respond to this new challenge. As the season hurtles toward its conclusion, every game becomes crucial, and the Warriors are poised to make a significant impact. With Curry leading the charge and the team finding its rhythm, the question on everyone's mind is whether Golden State can sustain this momentum and make a deep playoff run. In the post-game interviews, Curry emphasized the importance of teamwork and staying focused. "We know what's at stake, and every game matters," he said. "We just need to keep building on this momentum and trust in each other." His words resonated with fans, reinforcing the belief that the Warriors are a formidable force as the playoffs approach. As the basketball world watches closely, the Warriors have once again positioned themselves as a team to beat. With their sights set on a championship, this win against the Grizzlies is just the beginning of what they hope will be a thrilling postseason journey. Podziemski's debut shines bright against the Spurs. Brandon Podziemski is sparking fresh playoff hopes for Dub Nation, and what a debut it was. Just when it seemed like the Warriors' dynasty might be fading after Klay Thompson's departure to Dallas, Podziemski burst onto the scene, lighting up the scoreboard and leaving the Spurs questioning their life choices. On Sunday night in Texas, Podziemski officially introduced himself to the basketball world, joining the ranks of elite shooters for the Warriors. The 22-year-old from Wisconsin channeled his inner Steph Curry so flawlessly that he etched his name right below the GOAT in the franchise's history, becoming the second youngest Warrior to sink 7 three-pointers in a single game. Only Curry himself achieved this feat at a younger age back in 2010, a lifetime ago in NBA terms. Let's be real, this wasn't just a win. It was a ritual sacrifice of 148 to 106 that sent Spurs fans scrambling to StubHub for tickets to the next Magic game by halftime. Podziemski dropped 27 points with the effortless confidence of a seasoned pro, not a kid barely old enough to rent a car without extra fees. What's truly frightening for the rest of the league is that this isn't just a fluke performance. Podziemski is steadily evolving into precisely what the Warriors need after their roster shakeup, a legitimate third scoring option who plays with the fearless enthusiasm of youth and the savvy of a veteran. His impressive second-year jump makes the departures of Thompson, Poole, and Paul feel less like devastating losses and more like a transformative evolution for the team. With only 8 games left in the regular season, the Warriors now hold a 1-game lead over the Clippers for the 6th seed. While many pessimists were quick to write the Warriors off after Klay's exit, Podziemski is quietly helping to reshape this team into a playoff wildcard that no one wants to face. Remember when Jordan Poole used to deliver performances like this before heading to basketball purgatory in Washington? Podziemski is steadily making his mark. With Curry still doing his magical things, Draymond being his usual impactful self, and now Podziemski emerging as a certified scoring threat, these Warriors might just have enough firepower to remind the Western Conference that the rumors of their demise have been greatly exaggerated. And let's not forget, we haven't even seen playoff Jimmy Butler yet. Just ask the Spurs, who are still trying to figure out what hit them. The answer? a 22-year-old sophomore who plays like he invented the game itself. As Podziemski's star continues to rise, the implications of his performance extend beyond just one game. His emergence has revitalized the Warriors' offense, injecting a much-needed energy that the team has been craving since the roster changes. With each game, he not only showcases his shooting prowess but also his ability to read defenses and find open teammates, making him an invaluable asset as they approach the postseason. Head coach Steve Kerr has been vocal about his excitement for Podziemski's potential. "He's got that killer instinct," Kerr said after the game against the Spurs. "We knew he had talent, but seeing him execute under pressure is a different level. He's not just a shooter, he can create his own shot and make plays for others." Moreover, Podziemski's ability to adapt and thrive in high-pressure situations is reminiscent of the Warriors' championship pedigree. As the playoffs loom closer, his contributions could be pivotal in determining the team's success. With Curry and Draymond leading the way, the inclusion of a dynamic scorer like Podziemski could transform the Warriors into a formidable playoff contender, capable of challenging any team in the Western Conference. The ripple effects of Podziemski's performance are already being felt throughout the league. Opposing teams are now forced to adjust their defensive strategies to account for his shooting ability, creating more opportunities for his teammates. This newfound depth could be the X-factor that the Warriors have been missing, allowing them to shift the narrative from being seen as a fading dynasty to reclaiming their status as a championship contender. As the Warriors prepare for their upcoming games, the atmosphere around the team has shifted from uncertainty to optimism. Fans are buzzing about the possibilities, and social media is filled with highlights and discussions about Podziemski's impact. The narrative has evolved from worry about the team's future to excitement about the potential of this young talent. In the coming weeks, all eyes will be on Podziemski and how he continues to develop alongside veterans like Curry and Green. If he can maintain this momentum, the Warriors could very well surprise everyone in the playoffs, proving that even amidst roster changes, their championship spirit remains alive and well. As the final stretch of the regular season unfolds, Podziemski's journey is just beginning. For Dub Nation, the hope is that this young star will not only light up the court but also lead the Warriors back to the promised land, reigniting the fire of a dynasty that many thought had dimmed.